Hello and welcome to Ms. Ma's Advanced Functions class. This is 4.2, Solving Linear Inequalities. So we know how to do this equation pretty quickly. We can just move that 1 over and then we divide by 3 and we get the answer x equals 3. When you have an inequality, it's actually almost exactly the same. In this case, we're just moving the 1 over again and we're dividing by 3 and we get an answer. This, of course, is in set notation. If you want to do it in interval notation, you can as well. And sometimes we'll ask for that. Or we might even ask you for the answer on the number line. So we just say, you just draw your 0. Here's your 3. This is an open dot, of course, because there's no equals, and then we'll just fill it in like that, and don't forget to label 3. Okay? So this one is a little bit different. It's got a negative right here, and that's really important. If you're multiplying or dividing by a negative number, you do have to flip the inequality. I'm going to show you why. For example, if I have, let's say I've got negative 3 and I've got 5. You know that negative 3 is less than 5, right? If I decide to multiply both of these by negative 1, I'm going to get 3 and negative 5. So 3 is greater than negative 5, so you have to flip that inequality, okay? So make sure that whenever you're multiplying or dividing by negative 1, you're flipping, okay? So for this question, we're going to subtract, and subtracting is the same as adding. We don't have to worry about flipping the inequality. This is going to be greater than or equal to negative 15. And then we're going to divide by negative 2, which is a negative number, so we're going to flip the inequality. We get 15 over 2, just like that. Example C. In this case, I've actually got 2 sections, and I'm going to do it in 2 sections. You have to do everything to all 3 of these parts. But the first thing I'm going to do is simplify the middle. So let's do that. 30 is less than or equal to 6x plus 12. Don't forget to use the distributive property. And we're multiplying by negative 2 here, so negative 2x minus 2 is less than or equal to 46. Of course, feel free to pause the video and do the question yourself first, and then you can come back and see if you got the right answer. Less than or equal to 46, like this. So this is going to have to be subtracted by 10 on this side and on this side. So we're subtracting 10 from every single part. So 30 minus 10 is 20. 4x plus 10 minus 10 is 4x, and 46 minus 10 is 36. So you can see we did it for all 3. And then we're going to divide all 3 by 4. So this is 5 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 9. And that's our final answer. Oops, getting a little lag here. So there's my box. You can also write it in interval notation again. It's 5 to 9 like this. Square brackets because we've got equal signs. Okay, so here's another example. Why don't you pause and do it? If you want to follow along, you can. So actually, I like to get rid of all of the denominators first if possible. So in this case, my LCD is equal to 12. So I'm going to multiply everything by 12. So this is 12 times 12 over 6 is 2. 12 over 4 is 3. So I'll multiply everything by 3 in here. And then 12 over 3 is 4. Multiply that by 2. I get 8. I'm going to add 3 to everything. I get 5 is less than 6x is less than 11. And then divide everything by 6. Just like that. Now this one's a little bit more difficult because I do have the absolute value. If you remember, when you have absolute value, you actually have to split it up into 2 sections. So I'm going to do the positive version, 2x minus 1 is less than 11, and I'm going to do the negative version, so negative 2x minus 1 is less than 11. And then you can just solve it like you would before. So 2x is less than 12, so x is less than 6. And here we get, take this negative and put on the other side, so 2x minus 1 is greater than negative 11, and then we can just move everything over again, negative 10 here, and x is greater than negative 5. So when we have this, we have to make sure that it's not one interval. It could be 2 intervals, like it could look like this, or it could be an interval like this. So we want to figure out which one it is. You can see that if I do this on my number line, I'm just going to draw a number line right now. I can put my negative 5 here, and my 6 here, and you can see it's greater than -5 and less than 6, so it goes this way and it goes this way, so they're going to meet in the middle. So my answer is this section in the middle. So when you write your answer, you do have to write -5 is less than x is less than 6. Make sure it's in the right order. -5 is less than 6, right? So you want to put the lower number and up to the higher number. And that is all I have for you today. So basically what we learned is that you can solve like normal unless you have a negative number that you're multiplying or dividing by, in which case you need to flip the sign, and then if you have an absolute value, you do need to split it up and double check to see if it is 1 interval or 2. And that is all. I will see you in class. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.